Hi, this is Hannah with ByGoldenstar.com, here today to walk you through the finishing of the fleece donut pillow. Okay, so once you pick the color of your donut pillow, the next step is going to be stuffing it. So then you're going to take the stuffing, and when you pull it out of the bag, you want to sort of pull it out in little puffs. Not too big, smaller than a tennis ball, just like that. And then you're going to kind of want to smoosh them together just a little bit. You don't want to go too firm because then you'll get lumps, but just open up that opening in the seam and start pushing it in. So I usually just start out with my hands, push in a little lump, then move on to the next one and kind of move it down and around as you're going. So you can use your hands to do that. Another one here that I've already started so you can see a little bit more as it's getting firmer. I'm really going to use my pencil here to kind of poke it down and in. And as you can see it when it's getting nice and plump, what you can do is you can kind of massage the stuffing that's in there to make sure that it's pretty even. You don't want to have a big thick part and then a thin part here, and you don't want any lumps. So just keep massaging it, moving it around till it's how plump you want it. And it may take a lot more stuffing than you would expect. It always seems to take me more than I think it will. Okay, so once your pillow is fully stuffed, we're going to want to sew closed this little opening here. But what you'll want to do is just pinch it together at the top, starting through from the bottom edge. Just pull it up and then just make some stitches here. So what you're going to want to try to do is get the beginning and the end of the stitch as close as possible together so that you don't have any stuffing escaping through there. So just sew it up. I wouldn't go super crazy trying to make it perfect because really with the fleece it's very forgiving and it will sort of mold itself around your stitches. When you get to the end, you're going to want to make sure, I usually will come at the end, make a few passes with the needle just in the same spot to really anchor it, like so. Again, push the needle back down to the bottom side of the pillow. And then back here I'll anchor it one more time, take my needle, pass it through the loop, pull it, and then carefully clip just below your knot. So that's going to finish up the seam on your pillow. Okay, so here's the fun part. This is where you can figure out how you want to decorate your donut. So there's lots of colors to pick from. I've cut the sprinkles into sort of rectangular shapes. You can trim those. You can make them into squares, circles, hearts, stars, however creative or basic you want to get. So my recommendation is before you start sewing anything, lay it out. You know, move it around, get the pieces how you like it. If you have a few pins there, you could always pin them in place so they're where you want them to be when you start sewing. But basically you're going to take your needle and thread again, knot it up, and then come up from basically you're going to want to come up through where you can catch the needle through the frosting and then push up through your sprinkle. So there's a couple different ways you can attach this. You can stitch around the edge so that it's all nicely anchored down. That's going to take a little bit more time. It's also just a different look. There's lots of different ways to do this. So as you're doing this, just be careful you don't poke yourself. But again, the fleece is pretty forgiving as far as your stitches don't have to be perfect. So that would be the idea if you stitched all the way around the edge. Then we'll just have this little seam going around. Another way that's easier and gives it a slightly different look is you can just make some stitches right in the center of the sprinkle. So again, I'm going to start from the bottom. I'm going to try to come up pretty much right in the middle. And I'm just going to make one small stitch. This will be very much like stitching on a button if you've ever done that. Just pull it up through and just keep stitching in the same spot until it's pretty secure. You'll want to, what I usually do in this case is push the needle back down through the sprinkle and then just make a little knot right here underneath. Oops. In the frosting area. Pull your needle through the loop and then clip off the ends. It'll just be kind of nicely hidden underneath your sprinkle there. That's just kind of a different look. It'll have a little dimple in the middle with the ends coming up pretty cute. Or you can have a more stitched down around the edge. Lots of different ways that you can do this. And that's how you're going to decorate your donuts.